Well, today's video is going to focus on one of the most unprofessional shit show responses you've ever seen from any law enforcement agency. And we're going to see some of the least trained, most lazy, inept, useless public servants you'll ever lay eyes on in your life. This video takes us out to Benton County, Missouri, where I promise you, you do not want to be in need of a law enforcement or medical response. Let's talk about it. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Southern Draw Law. My name is James White, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, former police officer. This one's going to be a little bit long. We have 25-ish minutes of source video, but I'm just going to kind of walk through and give a couple thoughts of sort of reading between the lines. But for the most part, the violations here are obvious. But for now, let's just go out and check out the video. The actual video I got came from a YouTube channel called Mo Free Press. It's the channel that uploaded the body cam footage. You'll be able to kind of figure out what's going on, what the context is as we go along, but let's just check it out and I'll pop in and talk about a couple things along the way.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah, is there a side-by-side out back with somebody unconscious?
Well, he just left.
He just left.
Was the guy in a red hat?
There they are.
Let them handle it. Back away from you. Let them handle it.
Okay.
295 dispatch. Patient is alert.
He's alert? His eyes are open. That's alert.
You want to help him?
Yeah.
Here you go, kid. Hop on in, bro. Hop on in, Donnie. Donnie, look at me. Lay down, bro. Lay down.
Got your bed, hon.
Lay down.
We got your bed.
Here we go. It's coming in face first. Coming in hot. Lay down, bro.
I'm laying down.
Lay down. Leave them alone. Let them do their deal. Get on your back. Roll on your back. Go.
Has he been drinking? I don't know if he's been
idea.
drinking today.
No idea what he took.
No.
When they called in initially, they said he's in a meth psychosis.
Okay.
And
But he's taken something besides that took over within 15 minutes.
Narcan doesn't work with meth.
It just don't look like that no more.
Well, he's alert. You can't Narcan them when they're alert.
That's weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know it's weird, hon. It's okay. It's okay. They're going to help you, okay? Yeah, they're going to. You'll be okay.
Grab the other battery.
You good?
Here, this thing was.
Hey, look at me. You're going to be okay.
You know where you'll go, Clint?
They don't know where they're going yet. Okay, so here's the deal. She called in earlier saying he was suicidal.
Okay.
And I told her that suicide wasn't illegal, and she didn't like my answer. Because she said he was holding it in his mouth, and he was alone. And I said, that doesn't give me a reason to trespass on his property. And then it's dwindled down from here.
Okay.
So she says he's a methamphetamine user, and that I mean, they could have taken him to the hospital. So
I get that. Any reason law enforcement doesn't want to respond to us for psychs anymore?
well, we can. It's just we can't force people to go
We
to
get
the
that,
hospital.
but we want it for us, not for
Okay. And I mean, that's fine. We're okay with doing that, but
We would love it and appreciate it if you guys could, because we just had a medic stabbed in Kansas City within the last year.
I know.
So we just appreciate you guys having our backs.
Do you want his name? Do you want his just
that'd
regular
be-
dispatch?
I don't care if it's, I just need name, date of birth, any
Don't run him
information.
just in case he has something, because he's getting transported. You're probably good. If you want to go back to the office, I'll stay here with him until they can get him going.
Hey, no, we're not doing this.
Hey,
Hey, we're here to help you.
Oh,
You need
okay.
to cooperate
Donald.
with us, okay? We're just here to help you. Can you tell me what you took today?
hey, Donald, let her put that on your arm. Lift up your arm so she can put that on there. Hey, look at me real quick, Donald. Donald.
Hey,
So the very first thing that I want to draw your attention to is the fact that this is one of the most audibly lazy police officers I've ever seen in my life. Her entire deal, this is Detective Hope Hearn of the Benton County Sheriff's Office. She worked for Johnson County. Here's a picture I found on Facebook as of 2022. So she hasn't been at Benton County very long, or she worked at both places. I don't really know. But either way, she does not like running calls. She does not want anything to do with this family. Her initial response tells you everything you need to know. If this was somebody who pissed her off or had stepped on her ego or that had done something like contempt a cop in some way, she'd be happy to go to his house and do a welfare check, whether or not he was, having a mental health issue. But when she doesn't want to deal with it and she doesn't want to run the call and she doesn't want to go deal with medics needing assistance, she just does not want to work. She wants to be able to come to work, and she wants to get a paycheck. She wants to be a public servant. She just doesn't want to have to work. She doesn't want to run him for warrants. Her deputy said, run him through the system. No, because if he has something, we'd have to deal with arresting him, and we don't want to deal with arresting him because we want to hand him off to the EMS so we can go back to wasting our time and wasting the public's dollars as quickly as possible. So I don't care if he has warrants. It's the only time in history that people having a mental health issue is not a concern for law enforcement. It's the only time in history that people having a warrant, not a concern for law enforcement. And it's going to get even worse than that as we go along. But the other thing I want to draw your attention to is that this is not a public place. This is a restaurant or some sort of an establishment called Puddle Jumpers. And the family brought this person to Puddle Jumpers. So I want you to take note of the fact that she just talked about property rights and how she couldn't be bothered to trespass on a guy's property for welfare check. Never heard that statement ever from anybody ever in law enforcement, ever, period, ever, except when they don't want to go. And I want you to take note of the fact that when she first walked into the store, the person who saw her said, is everything okay? Meaning that these people didn't call the police. They've not had a conversation with the police. And importantly, they have vested no authority on the police to remove people from the property. You don't know why that matters now, but you'll know it very soon. Either way, she does understand property rights when it's convenient for her. She has no interest in responding to this call or helping anybody or doing anything today except getting paid. Let's continue.
Hey, man, look. Your family's calling us and we all come out here for you. So you got to at least bare minimum answer our questions. You're not in...
hey. Stop. We are here to help you. You need to cooperate and you need to be calm for me. I'm not playing these games, okay? I'm a paramedic. We're just here to help you. You need to be nice to
You're
us.
not in trouble at all, man.
We're just here to help you because we're worried about you.
I'm going to
okay?
go over there with her. I'm going to try to... You
need to
come
let
this
it-
way,
you need to
sweetie.
let us get
Hey,
your vitals. We need to check
Okay.
your oxygen because I don't know what you took, man. I don't know what you took.
What?
Yeah, they said you took a bunch of pills.
go see if they seen him take what he took. Because she said she was on scene with him when he took it. And I'll go grab it. Hey, let her check your oxygen. Stop. Right now.
What?
He's got nystagmus in his eyes, so he's probably just drunk.
He smells.
Yeah, he smells like it.
He's got severe nystagmus.
Yeah, the one in the peas.
Hey, look at me real quick. You're not in any trouble with me, but look up at me. Oh, yeah, he's drunk. It's okay to be drunk. I mean, we all like being drunk once in a while. But I want you to treat these ladies with respect. You understand me? Donald. Hey. You treat these gals with respect. Do you understand me? Did you take any pills?
So magically, suddenly, nobody was at the house when he took the meds.
Bullshit. He's very drunk. He has bouncing nystagmus in his
Blood
eyes.
pressures. Hey, chill.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, this is a detective, guys, and she calls it nystagmus. Nystagmus. It's called nystagmus. Nystagmus, not nystagmus, or whatever in the hell she thinks is going on. But the other thing that I want you to take note of is the fact that she's not only dismissive, she's downright resentful of this family. And it is because right back to my original point, which is that they've made her work and she doesn't want to work. She didn't want to leave the office or be made to do anything other than what she wanted to do today. And so she wanted to tell these people to piss off when they reported that they needed help because he was in the middle of a mental health episode, and they didn't listen. So they called an ambulance because law enforcement wouldn't help them. And then the ambulance called law enforcement and said, hey, we need, because you could tell in that initial conversation that there was some tension there between the medic who's saying, hey, look, we need, situations where people were in mental health crisis. We need officers on standby just in case things go south. Right? So there's already a tension. You can tell that she tried everything she possibly could to get out of this call. And she couldn't. So now she's going to treat everybody like crap. Notice the way that she barks and the way that she communicates. This is the last person. My guess is that this paramedic will never want this lady to respond to another one of her calls, because this is not the person that you want in your ambulance inside this tin can where you have a potentially combative patient. But the other thing I want you to take note of is that when she arrived on scene, Mom said, yes, he was in a meth psychosis, but he's taken something other than meth, and we don't know what it is. We don't know if he's been drinking today. So remember, they asked a little bit of this stuff up front. Has he had anything to drink? What's he taken? Well, we don't know. We think he's taken something besides meth. We don't know if he's been drinking today, but we knew he was in a meth craze. They're like, well, this ain't meth, right? So everything that Mom has told her is consistent with the fact that they don't know. But she converted that in her mind to, these people wouldn't listen to me, so they know exactly what he was on. They were there with him when he consumed the stuff. And then she sent her deputy over to confirm, and they're like, no, they weren't there. They found him after the fact. And so now the deputy's like, oh, magically these people, but she told you that from the beginning. It's just that you didn't want to be there, and you didn't ask her any questions. You didn't do any investigation because you've already told these people you're not dealing with them. You're just waiting until the ambulance leaves. So you really don't care what they have to say until you do. So let's continue.
What the fuck is going on?
Hey,
man?
Donald.
What?
Your family called because they're worried about you. And they brought you up here, and they want you to get help. Here's the deal. You need to cooperate with these medics. Do you understand me? What did you take? Stop.
Hey.
Stop. Do not.
What the fuck am I?
They're checking your vitals.
We're
Knock
looking
it
at your
off.
heart to make sure your heart looks good, because we don't know what you took and what you've had today, okay? We're just medically making sure that you're okay, because we're worried about you.
If you could tell us, that would make it easier. And you're not in any trouble with me.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
Oh.
Yep.
What?
What is your age?
46, 48.
What's your age, man?
What?
How old are you?
What the?
What
Go ahead
city
and
are we
get it while
in?
he's-
What city are we in?
Just go with something.
Hey, what city are we in? His pupils are pinpoint.
Yeah, I'm not going to hit him, though, because I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
Oxygen looks perfect, so we're not doing that until I have to. Alright, I'm going to throw this IV in him and get some fluids going.
Hey, lean your head back. Lean your head back. Thank
What the
you.
fuck?
He does.
man?
Looks like
Hold still.
research.
Tracks. Yep. Are you shooting up methamphetamines?
What?
Are you shooting up methamphetamines?
Are you fucking put methamphetamine in?
I'm not.
Go,
Here,
don't.
Hey.
Your head back.
Nobody's putting meth in you, buddy. We're gonna give you some
We're going to give you
fluids,
normal saline.
okay? Because you're pretty drunk. That's about all I can tell.
I feel like I'm getting drunk just standing here.
Yeah, it's...
Jeez.
Do not
Yeah,
move.
well, get very drunk. I'm drunk.
You're not drunk?
Alright.
Don't move on her, buddy.
What the fuck is going on right now? Ow!
Hey. Sebren.
You lunge forward. Relax.
Relax.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Ah!
Watch
Get
yourself.
behind me.
Ah!
Hey.
You got him, Hope.
Mother. You bitch.
Do not touch her. You understand me?
Okay, I want to stop it here because, first of all, I just want to address what I just saw. So you saw him draw back his fist. And when I saw that, I thought, okay, maybe he does have some restraint, because We haven't seen the guy get tased yet, but I want you to keep something in mind. The paramedic did not want to do one particular thing. I'm not a paramedic, so I don't know what she was referring to, but she was concerned that he was going to fight. Up until the point where they tried to stick him and they recoiled with his arm, even then, there probably wasn't depending on their protocols, a good reason for them to be shackling him. And you got to remember that this is not a law enforcement call up until now, as far as he goes. Remember, they denied service to the people who called for law enforcement. Law enforcement is serving the EMS here, and so they have not seized this guy. This guy is being transported on a medical necessity. And so until they use force on him, he's not a law enforcement seizure. But I see Deputy Sebren here draw back his fist, and I thought, uh-oh, this ain't good, right? Because this is not a situation where it would be appropriate to strike him. The other thing is, one of the biggest issues I see with this particular case is that she's talking to him as if he's just somebody who's intentionally ignoring her. He's very clearly disoriented. He doesn't know where he is. He has no idea what's happening to him, and somebody just stuck him in the arm. And she makes this stupid comment because, again, even though she's not there as part of the response to him, she's there as assistance for standby for medics, she still can't help herself but to get inside the ambulance and talk a bunch of smack to him. She actually does more harm in this situation than the medics would have done without her. She made this situation so much worse, as did Deputy Sebring, as we're going to see. So let's get back to it and watch the rest of this series of abuse that's going to happen, and then we'll talk about a couple things on the other side of this clip.
Do not touch her.
Taser, taser, taser. Put your hands behind your back.
You're
Now!
done moving.
Put your hands behind your back.
I got him.
Right now.
Where's the camera?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Why?
Now!
Do as you're fucking told, dude. You understand me?
Ask for backup.
24 Central, we need backup.
Do it again.
What the fuck is going on?
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand what's going on.
Hold on, let me get my
What is
cup.
going on? What is going on?
Hey, stop.
He's fighting.
Stop.
Now.
Ah,
Got it.
Sorry,
oh,
guys.
God damn, dude. Take your hand.
No.
God damn, dude. Like, take on fast. Chill
Got
out.
him.
Go get my leg shackles out. This is why I don't go to.
But what about if that was
I know that, and I understand that. I know. But this is why we don't go to
I get it.
because technically, if he says he doesn't want to go, we can't force him.
I know, but it's safety.
I know. Hey, Donald,
What?
listen to me right now.
Okay.
You need to knock it off. Do you understand me?
I said, what?
You need to knock it off.
What?
Listen to me.
Law enforcement backup.
Listen to me right now. Do not move your legs and listen. You need to knock it off.
Knock what off?
You're fighting law enforcement.
Go ahead and have them continue this way for now.
You understand me? There's no reason for this.
What is going on?
Do not kick me. You kick me, you're going to jail.
Ow!
You understand?
Jerk.
Just horrible. First of all, note that, now I just want to say, there are circumstances where a taser could be used in short bursts for compliance like this. But the thing is, this guy's got his arms tucked in. He's not giving his arms freely, but he's also not fighting. And what it is, she's literally yelling at a guy who is strapped to the bench with a seatbelt going both directions in an X across his chest. And she is yelling, "Put your hands behind your back." How could he possibly do that? First of all, he doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know who he is, doesn't know what's going on. He's completely out of it from whatever cocktail of substances that he's taken. There's no possible way you could expect this guy to put his hands behind his back. And yet, over and over and over again, this detective yells for him to put his hands behind his back. And when he doesn't comply, then he gets tasered. Now, they could have done exactly what they did after the tasing and stretched his arms and attached them to the upper side of this gurney, just like they ended up doing. But instead, he pulled out the taser, not because he needed the taser to use it for compliance, but because he was mad because this guy touched this person. I don't know if that's his girlfriend, if they're dating or whatever, She calls him honey a couple times. He says, I love you. I don't know. Maybe they're just partners. I have no idea. What I do know is that there was no reason in this particular situation to use a taser. And then certainly I gave him too much credit at first for holding back, because he does levy a strike across his face. And that does stun him long enough for them to put away the taser and put his arms up. But again, you didn't have the taser. You could have just put his arms up. You drew the taser because you lost your temper. Now you're trying to do the job you didn't think you could do with 2 arms, with 1 arm, because you got a taser in the other arm. And now you got to put that away and then stretch it out. So instead of doing that, he punches him in the face, then puts the taser away, and then stretches his arm out. So we have, if the taser is not assault, which I think it is under the circumstances, we most certainly have assault by punching him in the face while he's restrained and actually has cuffs on at least a wrist. He's not fighting at the time. He might be actively resisting, but he's not fighting. Let's continue.
No. Kick her again, dude. You ain't the one. Kick her again. You got it?
Well, my shit's all up now. Just hang on a minute. Fucking damn.
Yeah. Let's try to in, huh?
You got him?
Is that green? Easy. Crush that shit. Crush it. Got it.
There, got it. Yeah. You can go to jail for assault.
Assault Leo.
What is going on?
Move so I can go talk to his family, because they need to get the fuck out of here.
Yep, I need to.
What the fuck is... Where the fuck am I?
Do you guys have straps to completely strap him down?
Yeah.
Let's get him strapped.
So what did his family do? That's what I mean. She's got outright resentment for the family. For what? Because they dared to call him an ambulance and not just let him do what he said he was going to do, or let him just die from an overdose. They dared to call an ambulance, and that backdoored a response from her that she was not willing to give if they just called 911. So now she's mad, but why is she mad at them? They have done nothing. They need to get the F out of here. Why? But you haven't told them a single thing. You took their family member. You didn't tell them. They asked, where's he going? Had you known, had you checked, had you not been inside the ambulance barking orders at somebody who doesn't understand what's going on, had you just communicated with the medics and say, hey, you know, it looks like everything's cool. Where are you guys going to take him? I'll tell the family. They can get out of here. It'll be fine. No. She takes the position that his family has to be expelled. Now, I want to remind you, again, she was not called here by the property owner. She has no vested authority in removing people from the property. They were not here as patrons of the store. She's not had a conversation with anybody inside this property about them being at the store. And yet, she's decided that they have to be told to leave because she's mad at the fact that she's in this situation because they wouldn't take no for an answer.
Give me that strap over there, bud.
What the fuck?
Stop moving. You understand me? Stop moving.
Stop moving.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna shoot you, idiot.
Don't shoot. Please shoot me, please.
Stop moving.
Put your leg down.
Put your other leg down.
Shoot me.
Where's it at?
It's over there, honey.
Ow.
Stop moving. You understand me?
I don't understand.
Stop moving.
Put your legs down.
Move. Ow.
Whoops. That one was accidental. Nice.
Just stay back from this.
Yep.
Put your feet down. 295. Where's my backup? I need multiple cars, please. This guy's got to go to jail. We're gonna fight him. You guys need to leave.
Now.
Go. No, he ain't. He's going to jail. Is where he's going. So leave.
Why are you going to jail?
He's going to jail
He needs to go to the
because he
hospital.
assaulted law enforcement.
Okay, but he needs...
No.
Because he's in a psychosis.
All 4 of you need to leave now.
Leave.
He's in a psychosis.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
This is why when I talk to you on the phone, this is why we don't deal with suicidal subjects. Because
I know.
they're
Please don't do suicidal. I totally get that.
Something
You need to leave.
medical help.
Go.
All
You
you
guys,
need to
then
leave
you
now.
guys should have taken him to the hospital.
We didn't have time.
Right there.
Yes, you did.
We didn't have time.
Between the
Name
time,
and badge number, please.
Detective Hearn, Benton County, 295.
Thank you.
Yep.
He was passed out when we got there.
You guys had enough time to play
No,
around
we
on the
left.
phone. Leave. Leave.
You
He's
were
an
the
adult.
rude
Yep.
bitch
Go.
I've ever
Go.
met in my life.
Leave. You're done.
Fuck you.
What jail is he going to?
Benton County.
Okay. How long are you guys gonna hold him?
24 hours and he'll get a felony warrant for assault on law enforcement. So go.
But he's got a.
He's not gonna die. I promise you.
But he's got a 96-hour mental health on. You can't be
No.
responsible. Bullshit.
No, we don't have it. So go. Leave. He's an adult. You don't get to make decisions.
Jackson County will be sending it to Benton County tomorrow.
You don't make decisions for him. He's an adult. Go.
Leave.
Go.
Thank you. Here is 793.
I just got my O2 tag out of the way for him to get
Okay.
hold of.
You're good.
Oh, okay, sweet. I don't think she's on yet, but
Hey, she can get arrested for interfering if she don't leave. Hey, you can get arrested too. Go.
I want him to stay in jail.
Go. Or you can leave. Or you can get arrested. Go. You're interfering. Go.
I'm asking you.
You're interfering. Go. 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 Goodbye. You did. You think you're funny?
No, I don't.
Then what the hell are you doing, guy?
I just want love, man.
Oh, you just want love? We were trying to give you love and then you turn into an asshole.
Maybe asshole.
Yeah, you are an asshole.
I'm gonna get up.
Yeah, we're going to make a collective decision on what we're going to do. I mean, if you guys are okay for a minute, I need to talk with them and we'll figure out what we want to do. Just leave it open.
Hey, Hood. Come here.
Leave it open. Leave that open so we can hear them.
Tell them everybody downgrade. Yeah, everybody downgrade. And my radio's acting up.
Yeah, if we can, everybody can downgrade.
I love you. Can I please have one?
Everybody else can downgrade. 1728.
Okay,
928. Did you copy her?
here's the deal.
Would they like me to respond? So,
Negative.
He does not need to go to jail.
yeah, more today.
He assaulted me, but we should have
He's
never
not.
come out here in the first place.
No, we should. I don't think Rod's gonna file him. Honest to God.
But I can't let him go.
File it a different day. Later, please.
Let me call. Is Kelly on his way out here?
I don't think so. I was just in the office 5 minutes ago. He was still sitting there.
I don't even know where my phone went. Oh, yeah, multiple. I did.
Mom, sister.
He kicked the fuck out of me.
Are you alright?
Yeah. I don't know where my phone is.
Damn.
Hey, hun.
Yep.
So, here's my thing. Is my phone down there somewhere?
oh, right here.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my deal. So, step out here really quick. So, at first I didn't think we shouldn't have been out here in the first place. Okay. So, I don't care that he kicked me. It's whatever. He's clearly not in the right state of mind. But I didn't feel like I needed to come out. Like, you know, he shouldn't be in the back of here if he don't want to be. But we can't let him go like this.
No.
But you guys can't transport.
Nope. Unless I take one of you guys with me. I can.
But if we take him to the hospital, then they have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And the family should have taken him themselves.
Yeah. I agree.
That's where my frustration lies.
Yeah.
Does
I
that
just know
make
we've
sense?
had an issue recently with law enforcement.
But does that
and
make sense to you? That's where because suicide is not illegal.
It's
and
not, but
and I understand.
It's a gray area.
And I understand you guys want to help.
We're bound by legal stuff too. Like if they make any statements, we have to do shit. So
He started kicking. That's what caused me to drive stuff.
He's grabbing my fucking vest.
He grabbed
and
my
shit.
taser. He grabbed my freaking body cam.
So here's the deal, Burns. We should have never came out here in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay? And then we came out because medics needed standby. And so he was conscious when we got out here, even though she said he was unconscious, he was alert.
Yeah.
She went to go put the IV in, and he flipped her. I don't care that he assaulted me. He's not going to our jail. He is not fit for confinement. But we can't release him.
Well, no. I mean, now he's caught a resisting charge. I mean, or assault on LEO.
But I'm not going to go through with it. Because we should have never been out here in the first place.
Well, I'm not taking him unless I have law enforcement with me.
Well, I wouldn't want you guys to either. I mean, that's
going to be a two-person ride.
Yeah. I mean, I can...
I'll call Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, 96 is that.
Apparently he has a 96 out of Jackson County. Yeah, we told him to leave. They're going to complain on us.
All right, so we got another tasing. In each of these scenarios where Deputy Sebring is drive stunning him in his stomach, in various parts of his body, it's during periods of time where he at most is actively resisting, but he's not a threat. It's not appropriate. And then, I don't know if you caught that or not, but he got about a half a second worth of a drive stun, and Sebring goes, oops, that one was an accident. So now we've tased him when you didn't even mean to tase him. This is one of the sloppiest responses to any call I've ever observed in my entire career. These people, if I didn't think this was real, I'd think it was literally like a Reno 911 episode of Southern horrible policing, because I have never seen such inept, incompetent, disgustingly unprofessional officers in the entirety of my criminal justice career. And now she's going to leave the ambulance because now she's mad because they had to tase him again, right? So now she's been kicked, and now she's really mad. But she's not mad at the guy, because we'll find out later she's not going to hold him responsible for it. She's mad at the family for putting her in this situation because they refused to accept her answer. So she's ejected these people from Puddle Jumper's parking lot without their authority. They have not done a single thing. They've not caused a scene. They've not done anything. They're asking questions. She's threatened them with arrest. She's ejected them from property without lawful basis. So they have Fourth Amendment violations for sure. They are seized, okay? When you tell somebody to do something or they're going to get arrested and they comply like these people did, that's a seizure under the Fourth Amendment. And so she's subject to a Fourth Amendment lawsuit for every single one of these people. So after she's threatened to arrest the last one with interference, again, you notice that mom said, well, he's got, if you could read between the lines, he's got a mental health process. So he's basically got a involuntary commitment that has already been decided by the court and granted by the court. He just hasn't been served with it yet. And so she tells this deputy, but again, she doesn't care. She didn't do any investigation on the front end because she wants no part of this. She don't want anything to do with serving him with an involuntary commitment or anything like that. So she just blows the people off. Now, she does pay attention to it, and you're going to understand that here in a second because she's going to tell somebody. But she just blew this off as if it was nothing she cared about whatsoever. The fact that this guy is the subject of a 96-hour mental health hold that was just issued in a neighboring county. So again, every single thing about this lady, she does, think about this. How many times ever has a law enforcement officer been in a situation like this where they believe they've been assaulted by somebody in the process of helping assist medical and not arrested this person? The reason she doesn't want to arrest him is because she does not want to do paperwork. She doesn't want to do the report. She is completely willing to know that her other deputy used force on him, punched him in the face. And it's not like she didn't see it. She reached out her hand when he punched him in the face and said, stop, and stopped this guy from hitting him again. She saw it. So she does not want to arrest him. And, she had no business arresting him. She had no business in the ambulance to begin with. They weren't in need of her at that moment. She made it worse with her stupid comments about shooting up meth to a guy who has no idea what's going on. He thought she was going to shoot something in his arm. And so then when the paramedic goes to give him the IV, he freaks out after he gets stabbed with a needle he wasn't expected because he doesn't know where he is. So this is the way that our public servants think about us when we call them for help. This is the picture of us that they have in their mind. They don't care about helping people. They don't care about serving the public. They care about using public tax dollars to draw a paycheck and hopefully be able to ride that complacency and laziness long enough to get a pension so that they never have to work anymore. And she calls her supervisor, and she's going to try to explain to her supervisor what happened. And listen to what she says about the family and the reason that they're not there.
Hello? Okay, so I didn't think we needed to come out here in the first place. We come out for medics. She goes to stick him with an IV, and then he assaults me. Yeah, he kicked me, pulled my vest. He kicked me multiple times. And we fought him and tased him. And then, but now what do? He's handcuffed to the gurney in the back of the ambulance. He's not fit for confinement in our jail at all. And medics won't transport him without law enforcement. I wasn't going to because I didn't believe I needed to be out here in the first place. It's not his fault that he's offed up and, acting like an idiot and his family's trying to force him to do shit when he's high and drunk. I was in the back because he was already so we pull up here. They brought him to Puddle Jumpers because they said he was unconscious. Well, when we got to Puddle Jumpers, they weren't even here. They come flying in on a side-by-side with him, and he's conscious and alert. Medics and Sebring load him up into the back of the ambulance. I get in the back of the ambulance with them because it's two females, and I'm sitting there just there to help them, and he's fighting them a little bit, and then we're trying to get him to talk, and he's drunk, visibly drunk, and then he just starts fighting after she goes to put an IV in him. There was never a question asked if he wanted to go to the hospital or not, because he was Sebring tased him because he was kicking me and fighting while we were trying to get him cuffed. Yes. No. Yes. They want somebody in the back of the ambulance with them. Well, that's what they want. Or they aren't transporting him. Well, there's nobody here for him. We had to make his family leave because they were making a scene. Let me talk to the paramedic. Hey, would you transport if we follow?
No, I've got to have somebody in the back of the truck with me.
She wants somebody in the back of the truck. And they'd be going to Golden Valley. I mean, he's very aggressive and super strong. I can, but he's... I cannot prove intent. So who's going to ride in the back of the ambulance with the paramedics? Okay. I
could have,
hang on. I'll have Sebring ride in the back. I will follow up there, and then we will have Hood follow up, and Hood can bring Sebring back. Okay, and I will call Henry County on my way up there and have them meet us at the hospital because he's going to fight like a motherfucker.
I guess I'll pull my car over there and park it.
Okay, alrighty, perfect. Alright, will do.
Every part of that conversation with her supervisor, she's trying everything she possibly can to avoid having to go to the hospital to help the EMS, okay? And I just want you to understand, this is a 36-minute long video. I've cut it down to as small as it can be in order for us to make the points we're trying to make. But this entire incident unfolded over the course of 36 minutes. They took a 10-minute smoke break after they ran the family off, and while she's talking to her supervisor, her and the other backup deputies are standing around having a smoke break while this guy's in maybe the worst mental health crisis of his lifetime. I looked it up. They're going to Golden Valley Hospital from where they are at Puddle Jumpers. This is a 25 to 30-minute drive. And they spent at least 36 minutes before the video ended. And they still hadn't left the parking lot by the time the video ended. So everything, her whole game, is to do everything she possibly can to try to keep from doing work. And she's willing to work harder doing something that she actually wants to do than it would take for her to do the thing that she doesn't want to do. She flat out tells him, I had to make them leave because they were making a scene. There is no interpretation of these events that would lead anyone besides her and Deputy Sebring to the conclusion that these people were making a scene. People on the property didn't know they were coming. They showed up afterwards. They're waiting on her to give them information. The only reason she said that, and the only reason she was upset with them, is because they did not listen to her when she told them that this was not something that the Benton County Sheriff's Office had any interest in helping them with. And in closing, I do have to say, since this has come out, the Sheriff's Department has acted quickly as it relates to Sebring. They fired him, and they referred the case out to the prosecutor to see whether criminal charges would be levied against Sebring. Additionally, that prosecutor referred the case out to a special prosecutor that is the elected prosecutor for another jurisdiction, and that person will decide ultimately whether or not Sebring should be charged. And he absolutely should be charged. If they don't charge him, it'll just be because the prosecutor's a chicken shit, and I don't care what anybody thinks about that, because there's nothing here that would have justified him punching this man in the face. There was nothing that was a legitimate law enforcement objective that could be solved by punching this man in the face. That was absolutely assault, clear cut, no questions about it. He should be charged criminally. But they only put Hope Hearn on administrative leave. And there have been people in the community who have caught her since the Sheriff's Department has come out and notified the media and the public that she's on administrative leave. There have been people who have seen her driving her marked patrol car and going to work. Now, it could be that they've chosen to have her work in an administrative non-law enforcement role within the station as part of her administrative leave. They have the prerogative. And part of that is when you're put on administrative leave, a lot of departments will say from 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, you have to be available if we want you to come in for whatever. So they have the option of putting somebody in a non-law enforcement role. And they could be doing that with Hope Hearn. But instead of communicating that to the public and to the news, there was a lady who called in to report that she saw Hope Hearn driving a police cruiser, and the lady who answered the phone told her that they couldn't discuss that because it's a HIPAA violation. Okay, look, that's a stupid statement to make. HIPAA starts with the word health. So Hope Hearn is not a patient at the sheriff's office, and her health information is not what's being discussed by people who are complaining because she's supposed to be on administrative leave and not on administrative leave. And I will share with you, if you're not a medical provider, you have no duty under HIPAA. So it's not even possible for you to violate HIPAA by giving people information. So Sheriff Knox, look, it's good that you took immediate action as it relates to Sebring. In my research, it appears to me that Sebring was fired from another county very recently. So I'm assuming that maybe he was on probation and you could just cut him loose without a lot of process, maybe. I don't know. But it doesn't look good that in 2022, she was working for Johnson County and now she's here. And just recently, this guy was working for and got fired from somewhere else or left under controversial circumstances and has found his way to the Benton County Sheriff's Office. So you came out with this statement saying, well, what was seen on video does not reflect the standards of the Benton County Sheriff's Office. Well, these two people think it does because they thought they could go to your place and act the way they acted at other places that didn't work out so well. So you're going to have to do something to keep people who are the worst among law enforcement officers to deciding that your place is a place where they could feel at home. Hope Hearn needs to be out. If she isn't out by her handling of this case, she should be out 1,000% for directly lying to her supervisor about the circumstances surrounding those people being removed. She flat out lied about it. And if she followed that up with a report that she didn't want to do in the first place, and that was the whole reason for this bullshit, then she should be charged criminally as well for falsifying records or whatever charge there is in Missouri that's associated with that. Guys, you got to clean this stuff up if you want the public to think you're actually doing something. It does no good to fire this guy and refer him for prosecution if you're going to insult the public by allowing your employees to talk to people like this and give them bullshit answers and excuses about HIPAA that doesn't apply to the sheriff's office when they call in to report that somebody who's supposed to be on administrative leave is not on administrative leave. You need to do something else because whatever you've done is not enough. Now, I do commend you for taking swift action, but it doesn't look good with the situation with Hope Hearn. I don't know why it's that way with her, and maybe Maybe because she didn't physically strike him and she's the person who got kicked. I don't know. But she did enough in this situation. She's actually the catalyst for why all this stuff happened. She's the one who escalated this from the beginning. She's the one who's misrepresented the facts to the medics. She misrepresented facts to the family. And she flat out blatantly lied to this Kelly person that she was talking to on the phone, who I assume is her supervisor. So you need to do something about it before it gets bigger and worse than it already is. Anyway, that's all for this one, guys. Those are my thoughts. I'm curious what you think about it. Let me know in the comment. I'd like to invite you to check us out on all the socials. I'll put up a QR code here for you to scan with your phone. That'll take the Linktree site where you can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Substack. I hope to see you on one of those platforms in the very near future. If you don't want to follow us other platforms, but you'd like to support the channel monetarily, I'll leave my Venmo and PayPal links both here on the screen as well as in the description. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment on the video. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. Leave a comment on there as well. Until I see you again, take care. Always film your interactions with the police and keep your evidence to yourself.